The United States military reported that it successfully intercepted Iranian assaults on 3 naval vessels in the Strait of Hormuz and conducted strikes against Iranian military installations deemed responsible for the attacks on U.S. forces. This incident again underscored the precarious nature of the ceasefire between the two nations. U.S. Central Command stated in a social media announcement that U.S. forces intercepted what were described as unprovoked Iranian attacks and subsequently conducted defensive strikes in response. The U.S. military reported that no vessels sustained damage during the incident. Furthermore, it emphasized that it does not seek to escalate the situation, but remains strategically positioned and prepared to safeguard American personnel. President Donald Trump informed reporters in Washington that the ceasefire remained in effect despite ongoing incidents of violence. Trump said, "They trifled with us today, we blew them away." The U.S. military is working to tackle the threat posed by IRGC speedboats and mine-laying vessels, and is banking on the AH-64 and the MH-60 Seahawk combat helicopters. Here's all you need to know. The AH-64 Apache represents the backbone of the U.S. Army's attack helicopter fleet. Advanced sensor and targeting suite, integrated sensors, networking, and real-time data sharing enable detection, classification, and prioritization of multiple targets for timely engagement. Unmanned aircraft control. The AH-64E can command unmanned aerial vehicles to extend sensor reach and force multiplication across the battle space. Digital connectivity. The Apache is built for modern command and control with fully integrated Link 16 for shared battle space awareness, endurance, and payload. The Apache is designed to carry multi-role weapons and sensor loads while delivering the range and persistence required for sustained operations. Next, the MH-60 Seahawk. The MH-60 Seahawk helicopter brings transformational anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare capabilities. The Romeo aircraft is rugged, powerful, and reliable. Whether operating from shore or ship, MH-60 operators can confidently prosecute the mission and return home safely. Advanced digital sensors include the multimode radar, electronic support measures system, electro-optical infrared camera, data links, aircraft survivability systems, dipping sonar, and sonobuoys. The fully integrated mission system processes sensor data to build a complete situational picture of the ocean's surface and subsea domain. With actionable knowledge, the crew can track, target, and engage ships or submarines effectively and efficiently. Weapons include torpedoes, air-to-ground missiles, and rockets, and crew-served guns. Meanwhile, the report by shipping data firm Lloyd's List Intelligence that Iran has established a new government agency to approve transit and collect tolls from shipping in the Strait of Hormuz raised concerns over the freedom of navigation on which global trade depends. The agency, called the Persian Gulf Strait Authority, is positioning itself as the only valid authority to grant permission to ships transiting the strait. Lloyd's reported in an online briefing. Lloyd's said the authority had emailed it an application form for ships seeking passage. Iran has effectively closed the strait, a vital waterway for the shipment of oil, gas, fertilizer, and other petroleum products, while the U.S. is blockading Iranian ports. The disruptions have sent fuel prices skyrocketing and rattled the global economy. The new Iranian agency formalizes an existing vetting lane that takes vessels through the strait's northern waters near the Iranian coastline. Iran controls which ships pass, and for at least some vessels, imposes a tax on their cargo. Maritime law experts say Iran's demands to vet or tax vessels violate international law. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea calls for countries to permit peaceful passage through their territorial waters. The US and its Gulf allies are pushing for the UN Security Council to support a resolution that condemns Iran's chokehold on the strait and threatens sanctions. A prior resolution calling for reopening the strait was vetoed by Iran allies Russia and China.